Trump just ordered military to fill U.S. streets with everything they have. He's not messing around. They're hitting the streets. By Frank Lee for FreedomDaily.com. President Donald Trump has issued orders to the military to flood the streets with tanks, soldiers, and everything they've got. This was a marching order directed towards the U.S. military and the Pentagon, who has confirmed the communication. Sarah Huckabee Sanders has also confirmed that plans are underway for what Trump wants to be planned and enacted as soon as possible. The president envisioned soldiers rolling down the streets on tanks, on foot, and covering every aspect of the designated street locations. This will stun every American who sees what's happening as they witness a massive show of strength that will be shown in the military parade that President Trump wants to be planned. The ceremony will be a massive show of force while honoring the brave Americans who serve the country to fight for freedom, protect people, and ensure that our great nation stays as amazing as possible. Too bad that we couldn't get the military to raid the streets to start arresting Obama and Hillary while they're at it. Might as well kill two birds with one stone. Trump has stated that the Bastille Day celebration in Paris inspired him. He exclaimed how lovely it was and that it was honorable and a fantastic display of the military. He was quoted as saying it was one of the greatest parades I've ever seen. It was 2 hours on the button and it was military might. And I think a tremendous thing for France and for the spirit of France. If there's a military parade in America, then it could be one of the most amazing things our civilians have ever had the pleasure of watching. Washington Post reported more on Trump's marching orders. President Trump's vision of soldiers marching in tanks rolling down the boulevards of Washington is moving closer to reality in the Pentagon and White House, where officials say they have begun a plan to grand military parade later this year showcasing the might of American armed forces. I really don't care about this because I don't want that in, I'm not thrilled with this, but maybe some people are. Trump has long mused publicly and privately about wanting such a parade, but a January 18 meeting between Trump and top generals in the Pentagon's tank, a room reserved for top secret discussions, marked a tipping point, according to two officials briefed on the planning. Surrounded by the military's highest ranking officials, including Defense Secretary Jim Mattis and Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman General Joseph F. Dunford Jr., Trump's seemingly abstract desire for a parade was suddenly heard as a presidential directive, the official said. The marching orders were, "I want a parade like the one in France," said a military official who spoke on the condition of anonymity. Why anonymity? Because the planning discussions are supposed to remain confidential. This is being worked at the highest levels of the military. After the Washington Post first published this story, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders issued a statement confirming that plans are underway. President Trump is incredibly supportive of America's great service members who risk their lives every day to keep our country safe, Sanders said. He has asked the Department of Defense to explore a celebration at which all Americans can show their appreciation. The Pentagon also confirms the plans following the Post's initial report. "We are aware of the request and are in the process of determining specific details. We will share more information throughout the planning process," Defense Department spokesman Thomas Croson said in a statement. Military parades are not usually done in America, or our need to show our strength to possible opponents is unnecessary, and our allies are well aware of the capability of the American powers that be. The military parade will be a treat to our great Americans and a civil and honorary ceremony for the troops, something they deserve. Okay. The American civilians would be the most entertained as they're treated by a beautiful display of amazing military technology and weaponry. Americans don't usually get to see the American military placed on display. The very little that we get to look at it is generally on the internet or television. Some folks live near an armory and get to see a little bit of the fantastic items that our military has, but a military parade will be astounding. There might be several critics, but those critics might be from people who oppose the military or are part of the resist movement that has fought Donald Trump ever since the inception of him running for president. That's no big deal because haters who are anti-American don't like anything, including themselves. The opposing liberals are irrelevant and intolerant, which is why they're not taken seriously. Will you join the festivities if the Pentagon plans a military parade? Well, I'm not too thrilled with that because the military represents killing, and I'm not for that. But, you know, again, some people may like it, so I don't oppose it either, you know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.